Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know that this video related to topics on The Legend of Zelda was made without me seeing any of the leaked art book for Tears of the Kingdom. I made a video going further in detail on this, link in the description below. Now, on with this video. The cycle of rebirth, a staple of the Legend of Zelda series. Genealogy, a not so common staple of the Legend of Zelda series. Link the hero and Ganon, an incarnation of hatred, are born again without any clear blood connection to their previous counterparts across the series. They aren't related by blood as the games progress forward in the timeline, but for Zelda the Princess they are. Zeldas are the only representation of reincarnation that is distinctly connected by family bloodline. We know this through the history of Hyrule, with both the actual series beginning with Zelda 2's explanation of the continuous Zelda name, and the chronological beginning of the series with Skyward Sword's connection of Zelda to the blood of the goddess. But there was one time when a young Zelda wasn't able to successfully aid the hero when they came together against Ganon. Ganon's power defeated the hero, and the princess could only hold Ganon to a stalemate, with Ganon still gaining power. Thankfully, an unusual emergency plan was executed to help the hero return much later for a second chance against evil. That came with the biggest loss Hyrule has ever seen, even if it was temporary. Many Zelda theorists among the community have brought up many what-if solutions to this historic loss, and I believe a new solution lies with Zelda. Another Zelda.
I will do whatever I can, as I am right now.
A question that you might be thinking is, who is that other Zelda? There aren't two Zeldas at once. Well, actually, there was. In The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Zelda had to learn to figure out how to awaken her power on her own, without any help from someone who knew how to do it. Why is this important? In this era surrounding the time period Breath of the Wild takes place in, the Kingdom of Hyrule is aware of the rules that come together every so often. The rules cursed repeat again and again. The sacred rules of the princess, hero, and Ganon are etched into the history and legends of Hyrule's past. Thus, in preparation for any attack from Ganon, each Zelda of this era is prepared to awaken their power, until there was a miscalculation, a change to the constant variable. It is inferred that each Zelda of this era was taught to use their sacred power. They were taught by no better teacher, their mother. Each Zelda of this era is prepared to use their power thanks to one who already learned it, the mother. So, a cycle was created. Teach and learn, to the young Zelda from the older Zelda. But I mentioned a miscalculation, which was a sudden end to this cycle, a sudden death. The Zelda we see in Breath of the Wild is unique, the first Zelda to discover how to awaken her power on her own. This was because her mother passed away suddenly when Zelda was 6 years old, and thanks to her journal in Breath of the Wild, we learn that Zelda's mom died a year before Zelda's training was supposed to begin. This variable removed caused an abrupt end to peace, as this Zelda was too late in awakening her power, causing an emergency plan to be formed. The one we all know, facing Ganon alone and using the power to create a 100-year stalemate so that the hero may return for a second chance. Even though this second chance would eventually bring victory, it's hard to imagine Hyrule taking such a big loss that lasted a century. Perhaps if the variables remain unchanged, a plausible victory without such a large loss could have taken place instead. What variable could have made such a turn? And I'm not talking about a time-traveling robot. I'm talking about a variable that needed to remain unchanged, a death to instead be avoided, or even prolonged. Regardless of Zelda's power awakening, there is someone who could have aided the hero to stop the calamity. Someone who was ready to fulfill her role as the princess to successfully aid the hero regardless of how cunning Ganon might have been. That person? Zelda, the Queen of Hyrule, the wife of King Rome boss Faramis Hyrule. Had she not been dead, she would have been able to aid the hero to stop the calamity. Being more mature, wise, and experienced, she had the ability to aid the hero without hesitation and open the opportunity for the final blow to Ganon. And Zelda the princess would have learned another lesson. No need for divine chance of a time-traveling robot to appear in a timeline. The true Zelda of the age would have been ready. But how would she actually even do that, one might ask? How could Zelda's mother defeat the calamity? I mean, wouldn't it not make a difference at all? Aha. Well, some could argue that Zelda the princess still awakened her power, and the calamity's army of guardians and divine beasts might have still brought a devastating loss regardless of which Zelda was in place. I have an answer to such a conundrum. I believe there's a whole nother side to this theory, a greater conspiracy behind Zelda's mother. This theory will be continued. Hey guys, this is a theory I've wanted to make for a long time. Among the spoilers, upcoming trailers, and the coming release of Tears of the Kingdom, I am on my toes within the chaos. This theory has been close to my heart and has been put on the back burner for a long time. Know that the future of expanding this theory won't be limited to what Tears of the Kingdom opens up for discussion. I wanted to make a theory that can stand on its own legs, without a need for a future game to immediately prove it or disprove it. However, if Tears of the Kingdom does add discussion and ideas to this theory, I will of course move forward with that information and bring more theories and discussion. What did you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. It has been a pleasure. Subscribe to the channel and leave a like to help grow the channel as well, especially if you want more videos like this. This has been Skylink Shock, and stay tuned to more on Zelda's mother. Take care everyone, and have a blessed day.